It's funny how when the Lord tells you to do something, you just should do it. I don't always do it, but I should. And I went on a little jog this morning, so y'all can't smell me, but I'm sweaty and gross. My face is all red, but I just felt an urgency about doing a video. We went to a revival last night, and the preacher, Brother Kenny Kilby, he was up preaching, and he said, he was talking about Noah, and he was talking about getting discouraged. And he said, you know, if there was ever a man in the Bible that had to be discouraged, it was Noah. He said, could you imagine preaching for 120 years, and the only people who come to know the Lord from your life, you know, is the 8 people in your family. But then he said, but wouldn't it be worth it if just those 8, 7 besides yourself, came to know the Lord because of your life? And that just really struck a chord with me. A lot of times we get caught up and we get down and out about things in life, you know, just things that aren't going the right way. But I think what really makes it all worth it is that your life counts for Jesus, even if it's just to the people that live in your house. And I just hope that when my life comes to an end, that I can say my 8. We have 3 boys, and hopefully one day they'll all 3 be married, and I'm sure maybe down the road there'll be grandchildren. But I was just thinking about, you know, we can have 8 one day real soon. And I hope that something in my life would lead them all to Jesus. And I got it this morning, and I saw a post I had done several years ago about Brother Donald Grizzle, our pastor before. Such a precious man. I just love him with all my heart. And I watched him be faithful. I see him being faithful right now. He lost his wife a few years ago to cancer. And if ever was a time somebody wanted to quit, I'm sure it was then. But he hasn't. And you can see my post I did earlier today, but it was about, one of the things was him coming in to the church and turning all the lights on, opening all the doors, being the last one to leave, shutting down and turning off all those lights and locking all those doors. It's service and it's faithfulness to the Lord. And then I had a sweet message from Terry Pilgrim this morning, and she had read Brother Kenny Kuykendall's devotion for today, and I shared it this morning also, but it was about not quitting. And I just thought how perfectly all these things, the sermon last night and all the things I kept saying this morning, fit together so well. And he was saying, you know, just do one more thing, sing one more song, change one more diaper wherever you're at today. Just do one more thing. Don't quit. Don't give up on the Lord. Don't give up on your church. He's called you to do something, even if it's just for your little family. If it's just you in your house, he's called you to do something. I remember reading a story about a lady, and she was on up in her 80s, and she had went to her pastor and asked about a job, and there really wasn't anything that she could do in the church right then, and I think she felt like she was too old to do anything for the Lord. And she loved her flowers. She was always outside, lived near a university, and one day a foreign exchange student stopped by and commented about her flowers, and she invited him in, and they had tea, and they were new to America, and she was able to bring him into her house and tell him about Jesus. And he was saved. And it wasn't long, he brought somebody else. And I don't remember how many, but the story was just amazing at how she ended up having this weekly Bible study for these exchange students. And that was her ministry, because she was faithful to the Lord and she didn't quit. And I was listening to the radio this morning after I left the track, and it was the Perry's song came on, Celebrate Me Home. And I pray that I can serve and work until that last breath. That's when you should quit. It's when you're going home to see him, not before. There's something you can do today. I don't know what it is, but you know in your heart that there's something you can do. I don't want to quit, even if it's just for my own family. I I want to be found faithful. I just wanted to share all that with y'all today. Like I said, don't look at me. I'm a little nasty old mess right now. But I hope y'all have a good day, and I hope you get encouragement and find something that you can do. Find ways you can be faithful. Like I said, even if it's just for your own family, do it for them.